Good morning, students. Till now we have learnt how Chhotu came to Mumbai for the first time, and you know he did not have any house there, he did not have any place to stay there, and it was raining very heavily. So what did he do? He found a place to live and he found a shelter. And where did he find his shelter? In a pipe. Yes, he found a pipe in an open area, and what did he do? He made that pipe into his house. Okay, and in that house he was having a dining area, he was having a kitchen area, there was sleeping area, there was cloth drying area, and there was a guest area. And who all were living in that house with Chhotu? There was his friend, okay, who was also living with Chhotu, okay, and there was also a puppy who was living with Chhotu, okay, and they all three were living happily in that house, right? This was the story of Chhotu. Okay, now you also have a house to live, yes, and with whom you are staying there? You are living there with your family members, your parents, your siblings, your brothers, and your sisters maybe, okay, and maybe your grandparents also are staying with you, right? So you are staying with your parents and other family members in your house, right? But do you know there are some other creatures that are also living with us in our house? What are these animals? There are some animals that are living with us in our house. Do you know who are these animals? Some of these animals are staying with us because we want them to live in our house, okay, and some are our unwanted guests because we don't want them to live with us, but they are staying with us. Then, so who are these animals who are staying with us knowingly or unknowingly? Means we want them to leave, or they are just leaving and we don't want them to live in our house. So we'll see who all are living with us in our home with our family members. Okay, so let's see. Children, this is page number 33 of your textbook, and what can you see in this picture? Here is a poem written, okay, and the title of the poem is Home Sweet Home. Okay, so let us read this poem. What is written in this poem? You always tell me, mother, the house belongs only to us. But how do I believe that, mother, when I know it belongs to many more? Look, mother, how these mice are all playing catch together, and look how these mosquitoes fly, and how peaceful lies the happy spider. And look, mother, at the lazy lizard, how slowly it crawls to and fro, and look at so many ants all marching in a row. And look outside in the courtyard, the birds are all pecking about, just like when my sister and I sometimes fight, quarrel, and shout. That is why I say, dear mother, don't think this house is only ours. It's dear to us and all who live here and have been living for many years. So children, what can you see in this poem? What does this poem tells you about? So it tells us about that in our house, except us, except our family members, there are many other animals that stay with us in our home. And who are these family members? These are ants, or these are parrots, these can be mice, these can be cockroach, lizards, ants, spiders. Okay, so these all animals are staying with us in our house. Okay, let us read this poem again. Okay, so let's start. You always tell me, mother, the house belongs only to us. So what is the child saying? दैट कि माँ, तुम मुझसे हमेशा कहती हो कि ये घर सिर्फ हमारा है, बट हाउ डू आई बिलीव दैट मदर, लेकिन मैं इस बात को बिलीव कैसे करूँ, मैं इस बात का यकीन कैसे करूँ, व्हेन आई नो इट बिलोंग्स टू मैनी मोर,
क्योंकि जब मुझे पता है कि यहाँ पे तो और भी बहुत सारे जीव रहते हैं या एनिमल्स रहते हैं. ओके, लुक मदर, हाउ दीज माइस आर प्लेइंग कैच कैच टुगेदर. कैन यू सी दीज माइस. सो बच्चा क्या कह रहा है, माँ देखो कि ये जो माइस हैं, चूहे हैं, कैसे कैच कैच खेल रहे हैं. एंड लुक हाउ दीज मॉस्किटोज़ फ्लाई. और देखो ये मॉस्किटोज़ किस तरह से उड़ रहे हैं. ओके, एंड हाउ पीसफुल लाइज द हैप्पी स्पाइडर. और जो ये स्पाइडर है कैसे शांति से एक कोने में बैठी है. ओके, एंड लुक मदर एट द लेज़ी लिजर्ड. और इस लेज़ी लिजर्ड को देखो, क्योंकि ये एक जगह पे बहुत देर से बैठी है इसलिए बहुत लेज़ी है. हाउ स्लोली इट क्रॉल्स टू एंड फ्रो. कितनी धीरे धीरे ये आगे और पीछे क्रॉल करती है, मूव करती है. एंड लुक एट सो मैनी ब्लैक एंट्स. आपको दिखाई दे रही है ना ये बहुत सारी चींटियाँ, है ना. सो वो अपनी मम्मी को बोल रहा है, देखो ये कितनी सारी चींटियाँ हैं, ऑल मार्चिंग इन अ रो, जो एक लाइन में चल रही हैं, मार्च कर रही हैं. ओके, एंड लुक आउटसाइड इन द कोर्ट यार्ड. और माँ अपने आंगन में देखो, द बर्ड्स आर ऑल पेकिंग अबाउट. ठीक है, द जस्ट लाइक व्हेन माई सिस्टर एंड आई समटाइम्स फाइट, क्वारल एंड शाउट. तो यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं आंगन में, वो क्या बोल रहा है मम्मी को कि माँ आंगन में देखो कि ये जो बर्ड्स हैं कैसे एक दूसरे को चोंच से मार रहे हैं, जैसे मैं और मेरी बहन घर पर कई बार फाइट करते हैं, झगड़ा करते हैं और चिल्लाते हैं. ओके, कम टू द लास्ट पैराग्राफ. दैट इज़ वाई आई से डियर मदर. इसीलिए माँ मैं कहता हूँ, डोंट थिंक दिस हाउस इज़ ओनली अवर्स. ऐसा मत सोचो कि ये घर सिर्फ हमारा है. इट इज़ डियर टू अस एंड ऑल हु लिव हियर. ओके, ये हमारे लिए भी प्यारा है और जितने भी एनिमल्स यहाँ रहते हैं उन सब के लिए ही बहुत प्यारा घर है, सबका अपना घर है. एंड हैव बीन लिविंग फॉर मैनी ईयर्स. और बहुत सालों से ये सारे एनिमल्स हमारे साथ यहाँ पर रह रहे हैं. ठीक है, सो व्हाट डज द चाइल्ड वांट टू से इन दिस पोएम, दैट अलोंग विद अस, अलोंग विद द चाइल्ड, अलोंग विद हिज पेरेंट्स और सिस्टर, देयर आर मैनी एनिमल्स दैट आर ऑल्सो स्टेइंग with them, with their home, in their home. Okay, and what are these animals? These are spiders, these are ants, these are lizards, these are mosquitoes, mice, parrots. Okay, so there are many animals that are staying with that child. Okay, clear?
So now children, can you name some animals which may be staying with us in our home? So can you name, I am writing here the names of some animals which may be staying with us in our home. So I am starting with the mosquitoes. Yes, you have seen mosquitoes in your home, right? And there are lizards also, right? And who are the other animals which are staying with us? There are ants. चींटियाँ देखी है ना आपने? They move in a queue, right? And what are the other animals? There may be a spider, right? There may be a cat, a dog, or can you name any other animal?
Cockroach.
Yes, cockroach. There can be a parrot, or there can be a housefly, right? And sometimes in some houses you must have seen a cow or a buffalo, right? So these are the animals which may be staying in our home, if you will notice. Okay, so I have written here many animals, the names of many animals I have written here. And now what you have to do, you have to tell which animal is living in your house or is staying in your house with your will. Okay, and which animals are staying in your house uninvited, those animals which you do not want to live, okay, stay with you. Okay, so there are mosquitoes. Can you want mosquitoes to stay with you? No, right? You don't want mosquitoes to stay with you. And what about a cat? Cat is a pet animal. You must have seen a cat in some houses, so it is a pet animal. So we want a cat. Sometimes we want a cat to live with us in our home and sometimes not. Okay, you must have seen some people, those who are keeping cat as a pet animal. Okay, so they want them, so they want a cat to live with them. Okay, and those who do not want a cat to live with them means they are not keeping cat as a pet animal. So now what we will do, what you have to do, you have to underline those animals which are living because we want them to live with us. Okay, the animals which we want them to live with us. What are these animals? Cat, yes, we want this animal to live with us, so we will circle this. Okay, a dog, yes, it is also a pet animal. Okay, next is cockroach. No, we do not want a cockroach in our house. Parrot, yes, we can keep a parrot in our home, right? A housefly, no, we do not want a housefly. Next is mosquito. Do you want mosquitoes in your house? No, we do not want mosquitoes in our house. Okay, next is lizards, chipkali. Do you want lizards to stay with you? No. Ants, do you want ants to stay with you? Do you want? No. Spider? No. Cow, you must have seen some animals where you can see a cow or a buffalo, and you know these are domestic animals and these animals give us milk, so we need them for the milk. That's why we want them to live with us in our family. Okay, so these animals which I have circled are those animals which we want them to live with us. Now what we will do, we will underline those animals which we do not want to live with us. Okay, those animals which are uninvited. Okay, we do not invite them. So these are mosquitoes. Do you want mosquitoes to live with you? No, so we will underline mosquitoes. Next is lizards. We also do not want lizard to live with us. Okay, ants. Ants also we will underline because we also do not want ants to live with us. Next is spider. We will underline spider also because we do not want spider to live with us. Next we have circled cat and dog. Next is cockroach. So do you want a cockroach to live with you? No, we do not want a cockroach to live with us, so we will underline cockroach. Okay, next is housefly. हाउसफ्लाई देखिए आपने, जो मक्खी होती है. ओके, डू यू वॉन्ट अ हाउसफ्लाई टू लिव विद यू इन योर हाउस? नो, वी डू नॉट वॉन्ट अ हाउसफ्लाई टू स्टे विद अस इन अवर हाउस, सो वी विल अंडरलाइन हाउसफ्लाई. ओके, सो चिल्ड्रन, what you have learned from this lecture, there are some animals that live in our house or that are staying in our home, which we want them to stay there. Okay, like cow, buffalo, cat, dog, parrot, right? And there are some other animals which we do not want them to stay with us. These animals are uninvited. Okay, and we want them to get rid of them, right? So there are two types of animals staying with us, and so we can say that with us, or there are many family members staying with us. Along with them, there are many other animals that are also staying with us. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.